Hey guys, Tightrope here bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on day 101. Wave station spawning on the right is Robosoft with Wehrmacht, immediately lock into Mechanized. Teaming up with him is Salty with Afrika. On the left hand side we have Extreme, some name that I'm not going to repeat. Extreme from here on out. And Wilson with the Brits as well, going for Armoured. Both of them armoured in fact on the Brit side. This is a Patreon back submitted game, the rankings. I got them up here, sorry, tabbing out. Salty, 670. Robosoft is 790. Wilson, 800. And Extreme is 1000. So a bit of a rankings edge towards the axis.
Unspooling wire. Gloves on. Territory secured. All quiet.
Some slightly unusual capping orders so far. Not much of a priority paid to this like medium fuel in the middle of the map, which usually is extremely hotly contested at the start of the higher ranked games. You know, you'll rush out here, try to get sandbags down, hunker down, because that medium fuel in the middle is a big deal. And Allies able to get control of it very easily. No Crowdschützen or Kettenkrauts either in the axis, which, you know, sometimes we see like one or the other. Just to help cap up some of these edge points on this map can be kind of handy. Not on this occasion though. So triple sapper start for Extreme. 2 sappers, section, and 2 Vickers for Wilson. Looks like there's going to be quite a lot of fighting in the city area, which you don't often see. This usually gets neglected quite a lot in the early game, and there's a lot more fighting in the middle. But on this occasion, it's going to be a lot more city fighting, but nobody's got like a 250 flamer, no mortars at this stage. Probably should have run over to this building and jumped inside. Would have done quite well from there. Okay, Flamer is upgrading on this sapper out the back.
The enemy have claimed
A lot of troops here for Salty though. There's the Flamer, pops. Wow, did you see that? Imagine you get 2 buildings with the one burst. He's doing pretty well here, jumps out of the building, but they're so clumped up, they're still getting blasted there.
Back outside. Watch the street.
Things got a little bit ugly there. The MG in
Starting
the building.
requisition of light support elements.
Right on the edge of max range though, can still kept that medium fuel. Here comes the Vickers now.
Requisition of light support elements.
Uses vision on it. Gonna try to do a cheeky cap over here.
We are losing grasp of a fuel point.
Very early bunker down by Extreme covering this VP. Got a bunker up here for healing, I guess, eventually. It's one of those maps where the bases are quite far apart, sharing healing. Trickier, but you can kind of still do it. Put it like towards the middle, make sure it still covers your base, then your teammate maybe has to run like 15 range to use it if they want to. Don't have to though. Did manage to get the decap off on the VP.
Research complete. Superior support weapons are available.
Okay, we have a load of sappers for Wilson. He's got 5 of them. Of course, they do have cheaper reinforce, which he is taking advantage of. And deployment. Reinforce more important at this timing. Oh, probably maybe he built like 2 sappers after he got the cheaper deployment as well. And he's coming up here with a load of troops. Doesn't have any healing yet. Neither of the allies do. Black feeling in the build for Salty. Getting that started like quite early.
being overrun.
Speaking of bunkers, there's another one down covering that mid fuel. Haven't seen any Stummels or anything. Did go for Panzergrenadier Company, booked 2 Panzergreens, but no Stummels, which, as we know, are very strong. And we've got another bunker coming up for Wilson. What is it with people building bunkers here?
The sector has been secured.
I have a feeling we'll quite easily tear through that. No AT rifles yet. Here comes the Humber.
We have advanced weaponry ready to be deployed.
Firing straight at the building. Few squads though coming in with a bit of a flank. Here comes the flak. It's driving in front on though. Just have to spin to fire when you do that. Oh, that's a monstrous sapper blob. And gets the squad wipe. It's very low with that squad. And yeah, Wilson doesn't have an answer to this. Building platoon command now. Plant some mines. Just hiding behind the buildings might be the way to go. I'm just going to work back here. Didn't manage to force that MG out of the building. The building is reasonably low, but Humber's also at that stage where it could die to 1 AT gun shot. So trying to operate it when an AT gun could just push forwards and one-shot it like that is extremely risky. Pegreen bundle grenades, you've got to be watching out for them here. Are they stuck in there? Did they get stuck in that little staircase?
Our frontline pioneers are dead.
I didn't see them retreat, but it looked like they couldn't move just like with a normal right-click command. Like I don't think it's really possible to like body block retreats in this game, but maybe it's possible to body block
Alarm. Sector overrun.
normally moving squads a bit. Just trying to DPS it down with small arms fire. Feeding a lot of it to the flak there. Oh no. Did another squad die? I don't think so.
Confirmed.
More
Light
bunkers.
vehicles can now raid enemy territory and capture resources.
That's what we're doing. But yeah, definitely the door is open to that kind of stuff. Oh, Robosoft building a Stug that will clear off the bunkers smartly.
Stuck is reporting for duty.
So say mid trucks coming up here with the LEIG as well, dominating this area of the map. LEIG going to start working on the bunker. Panzers can take care of that as well.
Fire! Grab his weapon! Keep fighting!
Okay, here comes the Stug. Let's chase away the Humber. There is a mine down here on the road though. Doesn't have any sweepers or repairs if that mine does go off. There it goes.
Weapon is available.
Stug working on the bunker here, taking that down. You know, slows down the capture of this, but was it worth the manpower? I'm not sure. Maybe this one's got some value, but might be the only one that's really worthwhile from those bunkers. Crusader AA coming up here for Wilson now. Combined up with the huge blob. And Salty only has the Panzerjägers to really fight against this. And Snares, which isn't really enough to get the job done. What was that Nebo even shooting at? Can't see any flames on the ground. Jumps out of the 250, but the blob is just so strong that's there. All getting very, very low though. End up retreating. But knocks out the 250 and the Panzerjägers. Looks like the Crusader doesn't feel confident pushing forwards any further though. We're still at the timing where it'll be very early for a medium tank to be here. Like maybe there could be an AT gun, but that would be about it. Maybe at like the 12, 13 minute mark. But even that will be a little bit early for a medium, given that Salty went for flak feeling and a mid truck. So should mean Crusader can be free to operate as long as it doesn't get snared. Should be fine. Fine to continue attacking without much support. I suppose there could also be a rotation from the Stug, but doesn't seem that likely at the moment. Rebuilds the bunker with 3 engineers. Looking for a second Stug. Does have the Nebel ready to open this area up though. 2 Crusaders now for Wilson. Good option if you know, your tank's needing some repairs. You've got a bunch of engineers just like back at the base and repair while it's everything's getting reinforced.
Stug assault guns are ready to deploy.
It's coming in, largely avoided though. Don't think there are any sweepers in that blob. Definitely should be one.
The adversary is trying to take
Here
one
come
of
the
our
double
points.
Crusaders.
Churchill infantry support tank tracked
Okay,
and
well,
ready.
Churchill for extreme.
A sector is in enemy control.
Taking heavy fire! We need support!
Crusaders should be leading the approach here, or like maybe a sweeper followed by the Crusaders. Should be a little bit more aggressive here with their use, because you know, once the full strength mediums arrive, they'll fall off sharply. Need to get as much damage done before that happens. With Brits is not as bad because you can trade them in later on once they become a bit worthless. Maybe having one can be useful for AA depending on what battle group you're against, but oh,
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
did that get a squad wipe? Wow.
The enemy has taken a
Nicely
victory
done
point.
using the territory booby trap. Just caught a squad that was already low with it. I will say that the Churchill maybe isn't particularly well suited to fighting against Stugs.
Proximity
towering
alarm
up
near our victory
an
point.
AT gun now.
Don't let that Panzer Ranger on the right!
Pushing them with the Crusaders now.
250 have victory point under enemy control.
It's off the 250 tow. Going for the next bunker.
Losing grasp of a victory point.
If you're going to be building so many units from Panzer Grenadier Company, definitely should go for the Vet 1 training.
We have lost control of a victory point.
If I'm rushing a Stug, generally go for it
Our
after
enemy has the upper hand. We have
Stug, but
300 points.
otherwise maybe after the Stummel.
Anti-tank crew
That was a
have been
huge
killed in action.
LEIG shot, but it does manage to decrew the AT gun. Still got one Crusader healthy up there. Oh, it's going to get recruited by the mid truck. Bit of Faust action. No chase down whatsoever from the Stug though.
Lay out the sight. We have the edge, gentlemen.
Bunker
Push the
still
advantage.
standing. So is this one actually,
Territory
after
sector
getting
lost,
rebuilt.
Commander.
Stug's not really being used independently of each other, right? With one takes damage, they're both being left out of action. Definitely what I'm seeing in this game at this rank. It's players need to get more comfortable splitting their units, using them one at a time.
An HMG crew has been lost to enemy action.
Leaving a lot of damage on the table here, you know. Okay, bunker's gone. Now pushing into the middle.
We're losing a capture point.
Big VP lead right now for the Allies. Goodwin's find double ATs there. Another bunker up in the middle. Machine guns on the Shugs are decent against infantry. It's okay. Oh, another squad wipe maybe.
Sector lost.
Oh, that's a close call.
Sector lost.
Oh, bugger me! They got fire on her! I'm fucking desperate.
Pure blob power there, overwhelming the Gloucester. They're durable enough not to go down to that on retreat at least. But the double Stugs made a bit of a push here, but the double ATs keeping that nice and safe. Here we go. Now we've got a P3 in the field for Salty. Could, as we've seen, maybe got this like 3-ish minutes ago. Like fuel-wise. And there's problems, but got a Matilda here now for Wilson. Just going for blind nibble barrages. I mean, it's just, you know, not really that useful. Generally want to be syncing up your attacks. Bring your tanks in. The AT guns start shooting at your tanks. Start barraging the AT guns. So they either stay stationary, force away your tanks, or dodge, and then your tanks are effective. Going for blind barrages when there's literally nothing else happening on the map. Just so easy to dodge. Now Salty reclaiming this top side, withdrawing these Crusader AAs. We have seen Guastatori, so no, it's not armoured support on the Afrika Korps side. So that reduces the chance of a loiter just there. I don't know if we've seen anything from Robosoft indicating his battle group. Oh, and now we can see he's got spotting scopes unlocked. Barrage this, but he wishes he had a nibble to barrage these double AT guns right now. 2 Churchills here for extreme. He's taking engine damage. P3's coming in from the side. And Wilson is severely under strength. Doesn't dodge the registered artillery, I think that's called. 1 sapper down there. Oh, that's a huge nibble. Sapper Bob's doing alright. Second Matilda hitting the field. Still, you know, about 2.5 command points away from the Black Prince. Get the feeling that's what Wilson's going for next. Has 1,100 manpower. Definitely should be backing these up with 1 AT gun. P3's not that threatening to Matildas, but should be looking for more. More anti-tank just in case. So, you know, force away the enemy's tanks and free up the Churchills to shoot at infantry instead of at tanks, which is where they can really shine. And take his teammate's decrewed AT gun. It's going to work out nicely. Ooh, close call on the flak. Looks like these P3s have got the tungsten as well. They got the bonus penetration. See those green traces.
We're losing a fuel point to enemy action.
another wasted nibble. Builds the second AT gun. Or was that a pack that got stolen? I thought that was a Brit AT gun. No, it
Anti-tank
was a
gun
Brit.
and crew are ready for orders.
Hack gun on the field.
What's he got on? Took the assault group. Spotting scopes.
This should hold you for now.
Panther is a good call against the Churchills for sure. Should do very well against them. Come the two Matildas.
Rapid response. Light artillery batteries are now
See the Axis are way down on VPs right now. Way, way behind. If I was salty, I'd be tempted to see him just wipe one P3 down to the bottom to clear off the bunker, open that up. So when you're down to 78 VPs like this and COH3, you know, you drain out so quickly.
We
Ouch.
have lost a squad of Panzergrenadiere.
Pure suicidal charge there. From 4 tanks. Those Churchills are pretty solid against infantry as well. Wilson rebuilding a couple sappers, building a second AT gun, putting some of that manpower to use.
Claimed our sector.
Actually is quite far away fuel-wise from Black Prince, but can of course trade one of those Matildas in to speed things along a bit. But they have lost control of this medium fuel for quite a long time now.
Deploy. I want the gun here. Achtung, Truppe.
Snibbles are completely undefended, but Churchill's too slow to really dive in here, kill them
We
off.
have lost a sector.
Something like a Crusade if you want to attempt that. Comes into this building's blind spot. Okay, that's a solid nibble. Spotted for by the building. Matilda's heading up. Dodge it all from extreme. Okay, he's dropped the recon arty out the back here.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Looks like it was targeting the infantry that was moving though, and they are long gone.
At the ready.
Might hit this Nebel here.
At the ready. Keep those guys under
Only a
cover.
tiny bit.
We don't want to fucking miss us.
Okay, it's during like a very low action moment that this got brought in, not while anything's pushing. Just makes it so much easier to dodge when you're doing that. This is a retreat there. Churchill's coming around the corner here. Oh, I heard that clicking noise. I knew that was the flame trap. See Sapper go down there. Maybe he's down to 4 again. Had 5 not too long ago. Going back through the middle here, Wilson.
Infantry taking shots at us. Shoot back. That's a heavy panzer. Do something.
So lots of room for these Matildas to work here.
Bastards have secured. Artillery strike underway.
Okay, this is the zeroing artillery. Pretty easy for the Allies to dodge this. Good Churchill. Struggling for repairs a little bit. Okay, went for a radio net rather than forward repairs. I think if you're going to be planning to build like this many heavy tanks, might be worth considering going for forward repair.
Then it's fixed.
Especially in team games where your teammate can benefit from the repairs as well. But this does boost up your firepower by a decent amount as well, so if you're going for like a daring push, you want that.
17-pounders are being made available.
Okay, here comes the Black Prince for Wilson. Didn't actually have to trade anything out.
We're under fire.
We didn't end up trading any of the Matildas out to get it.
Bang up, John. It's prepared. Don't fuck down.
Here we go. The triple Churchills are on the march. 2 AT guns, 2 Stugs here.
17-pounder anti-tank guns available.
It does do decent damage to tanks. Got some penetration buffed. So that in action there. A lot of camping going on. Salty just parked up the top side while using a couple units down the bottom here.
We're losing a munitions point.
Getting some big hits on those booby traps. Put down a whole bunch of bunkers down the middle. Here come the Churchills. There's a Panther up here now. That's problems, and very slow bringing in the AT gun to support this. Backing away, Panther exposing its side. Smoke though, keeping things safe, no attack grounds at all. Okay, bunker wars. Those booby traps though, they've been doing better than I remember them being. Slow down the capture of the point afterwards as well, right?
We have artillery on standby.
Maybe I don't know what their damage cap is. I'm thinking like maybe they're good against 4 model squads.
Anti-tank crews are on
Naval
standby
action.
for orders.
AT guns dodging away. Looks like Wilson's going to head up to the north, bringing all of his troops up there. Seen almost no action on this VP the entire game. One bunker. Maybe this is why bunkers are so popular at these ranks. One bunker like this, well 2 I suppose, did have to be rebuilt once. Has locked down that VP for the entire like 25 minutes. Okay, this time a sweeper coming up. Sees the trap, but there's too much firepower up here to do anything about it. Got a bunker. Basically the whole army of Salty parked right here. And didn't actually end up sweeping any of these. We've got 2 telemines down here. You can spot them. They are a little bit hard to see, but I think that's why they added the disabled text. So you could imagine otherwise you do blend into the texture of the ground quite a lot on that terrain, right? But that's why disabled symbol got added. Exactly situations like that. But generally I'd say operating completely independently. Tanks and infantry is not recommended. You've got to have some support going on. And the Axis quite content to camp, but in these situations you can't just camp on 2 VPs. You gotta look for the 3rd. You feel like you're quite far ahead and you're already like dangerously low on VPs. Go for the triple. Now ahead we've got 195 versus 76 and 87. Here we go. He's coming across here with all of his tanks. Again, no support. No infantry support, no sweepers. Knock out the bunker smartly though. 2 Panthers, 2 Strugs now. And up here with the sweeper. Don't know if you can attack those. Looks like Wilson's trying and it doesn't look like it's successful. Good dodge though, as soon as he heard the rockets coming. Got the AT guns out of there. I think maybe you can attack around them, but AT guns don't have good enough AoE to knock them out perhaps.
The enemy has pushed us back from our sector.
Big old tank engagement down this side. The Churchill's got very strong armor, remember. They got 300 on the front, something like that. Very hard to get through. There's one Stug. And they are going to continue on with the 17-pound route there, which is making life very difficult for Robosoft. Looking for a Stug kill here. No smoke from Robosoft. Even though he's got 400 munitions, maybe forgot that he has access to that. I remember that smoke.
Lost the sector to the enemy.
One of the best things about that battle group, Mechanized. Here we go. Rotation of the Panzer IIIs. Armed reserves coming in for Salty.
Not giving up without a fight. We're down to 300 points.
So we're going to have a big old tank fight down this corner of the map.
Recon reporting.
Recon RD up, but
Guards have been deployed.
there's not a lot in the zone. Double Recon RD. This one's much better targeting for extreme. And overall, they're covering a huge amount of the battlefront. They're hanging on by a thread. Churchill's marching in behind this pressure. One of the planes got shot down, I guess, by the flak feeling on this side, but flak feeling's quite far away. Looks like it is able to reach this whole length of the map, though. Still shooting. Eventually the Recon RD getting taken care of. Blasted back by the Nebels, and looks like Extreme doesn't want to take any risks. Want some repairs before he returns. Booby traps going to work here. What are they competing against? The pit positions, team weapon buff. It's a pretty good buff for sure. Oh boy, Churchill's coming in from the side. Panther got a bit greedy going after the Black Prince. Oh, this time he remembers the smoke. Oh, bounces the kill shot. Lucky boy, Robosoft. The fights are so slow, man. These Churchills, they just can't chase at all, can they?
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy!
It's like they're moving at half speed. They probably are like half the speed of a Crusader.
Victory point lost! Artillery batteries are on standby. They request orders.
Still got about half the army camping the top VP here. I suppose on the Axis side, the good thing is that they're fighting against so many super slow tanks, so you're unlikely to get caught unawares, right? If they make a rotation, you've got to notice them missing for ages as they drive to one side or the other. It's a bit easier to position and react to what they're doing.
305mm batteries have fire coordinates.
The Orbice artillery coming in from Salty. Might knock out an AT gun here. Nibble into the vicinity as well. 17-pounder pulling up. Doesn't have vision quite. Here we go. Big push coming in from the Allies. Oh, there's a huge Orbice shell though. Didn't understand that was still going. So we've got Zering artillery coming in after that as well. Dangerous place for these sappers to be retreating through.
We have manpower available for use.
Oh, he lost the ball. Oh no. Oh no, maybe you didn't see the smoke. Ouch. Coast is clear to come back in with the tanks now. Well, not entirely clear. There's AT guns here, but they're not going to stand up to the abuse. Okay, here we go. Recon 90 up. It's a good time to attack. Got sight. Got healthy tanks.
Our capture point is being neutralized by the enemy. Pack gun and crew lost.
Pretty good here for the Allies at the moment. Knocking out the Guastatori. Got this charging ahead, but one of them's not on prioritized vehicles. With a 17-pounder back there as well. One Matilda gets low, but the Black Prince still full health. All the Axis tanks are getting slammed right now. Oh, there's the 17-pounder. There goes AP3. There's a Tiger now hitting the field. Freed up a bit of Popcat Blues and all that on Salty's side.
Anti-tank crew lost.
But yeah, I mean the Double Panthers, they have an opportunity to be pretty strong here, but maybe need to be backed up by an 88 from Salty. And they do need the Nibbles to take care of that 17-pounder out the back. That's hitting them for some big damage.
We're losing grasp of the capture point.
Oh, that 17-pounder.
Enemy forces have claimed our sector.
Okay, here's some artillery. Looks like the LEIG and a Nebel coming down on it. And try to tow it out of here, but truck gets annihilated. A few more points have drained from the Axis. They're now 64. Only a few though. Just a real tug of war over this mid-VP. Both teams taking some big losses. Axis though doing a good job coming forwards, decrewing, or killing off the decrewed AT guns, which I don't think the Allies did. They decrewed both these Pack 38s. And they didn't polish them off afterwards. Panthers pushing in. Hoping for a Churchill kill here. Doesn't quite get it, and a Panther dies in return. Again, no smoke from Robosoft on the exit there. Recruits the 17-pounder.
Enemy infantry closing on us!
Territory is now in enemy hands. We're losing grasp of the
There's
victory
a lot of
point.
AT guns here, though. Churchills have to be careful. Decrew that 17-pounder again. Okay, he's towing another 17-pounder up here. Okay, this time we've got an 88 here for Salty. Now, the Allies do have... Oh, using the phosphorus here. Don't see that too often. Do have the recon artillery. If it's called in right on top of the 88, it can sometimes struggle to actually shoot down the recon arty before it gets decrewed itself. Do have the flak feeling as well, though. Which might save the day for the 88.
Artillery batteries are on standby. They request orders.
We've got a Crusader now. There's so many telemines though. If he tries to use it up here without a sweeper, it's gonna have a bad time. The bunker's coming up. This is a fine situation to bunker up. Pretty much at your pop cap limit. Looking to just camp a VP. Fine bunker timing. 88 spinning around here.
Enemy forces have destroyed an emplacement.
And there goes the Crusader. I think ideally you don't really want to be leading with the Crusader. It's just too fragile, too easy to die when you're up against this much firepower on the Axis side. Doesn't have smoke like the Churchill or Matilda.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Has he got two?
All batteries armed. Command
Why is it
barrage.
showing up twice down there? Okay, here we go. Recon Arty up for extreme. Some foot guards coming in, trying to clear off the bunkers. Recon Arty, in fact, double Recon Arty. Right in the danger zone, the 88. Looks like he's put it on AA mode. But you can see it's struggling to track the planes to shoot them down. Just right on top of them like this. Shot down one of them with the flak feeling, I believe. At least it's like silently shooting. I think that's the case though. So that was a pretty good double recon Arty. Can they come through and capitalize based on that though? 88 still standing. There's too many other targets in the vicinity for it to go down. Allies in control of the VPs right now. Reached artillery though, zoning the sappers. 88 go up to Vet 2. There's mid truck providing a huge amount of value to Salty.
We have vehicles available in reserve.
Okay, here comes the Churchills from extreme. So the Allies gained control of the middle, but they actually lost the bottom side finally.
A victory point is being taken from us.
Regathering it now. Oh no! It looks like maybe a little bit too slow activating the smoke. You can see it was just starting to come out, but not fast enough against that 88.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Will one of these players try tick up, get a bishop, or what's going to happen? Yeah, it looks like Bishop's coming in for Wilson. It's a good choice up against the Afrika Korps composition right now. Oh no! There you go, the foot guards, double nibbles coming in. Tiger actually bounced a 17-pounder shot there. But got that frontal armor buff. What is he? Why isn't he capping this? Oh man, could have drained another like 15 VPs from the Axis here. Instead ran out of the circle to repair and build bunkers. The guards coming in from the side. We've got 3 Panthers now for Robosoft. Stun one of them here. There's sometimes a bug, right? Why is that shooting at infantry? Wow, you don't see that too often. Panther actually resulting in the kill. With some assistance from the Tiger, but I think that was the Panther that got the final shot in. There's like a prioritized vehicles bug with it, if I remember rightly. Bishop. That's the important thing here. Needle into the middle straight away. Here comes the Bishop. Oh! Bishop spots it in the fog. The 17-pounder knocks it out. That's a big kill. Nothing to tow away the 88 now. 17-pounder getting decrewed out the back. Okay, this is about to be a big move for extreme, coming up here with a 17-pounder on the flank. I don't think I've ever seen a towed weapon brought this far into enemy territory. Gonna try bait the Panthers down to the bottom, but 17 pounder reveals itself early. They're shooting at the Tiger. Register artillery in the middle. Okay, there we go. 17 pounders. Good job. Churchill's taking out a Peregrine.
Our territory is in enemy hands.
Tank guns holding strong for extreme, but there is the artillery. And his towing vehicle's too far away. 17 pounders in some trouble
The
here.
victory point is being taken from us.
What? Did he do zeroing artillery off to the side?
The weapon crew has been
Yeah, it
killed.
was not a very good place to be targeting that.
Enemy forces have captured the
There's
victory
that
point.
bishop. We've got a bit of mortar action coming in as well, even. Bringing in the recon arty now. So 2 bishops, in fact. Yes, second one for Wilson.
Artillery batteries are on
And they
standby.
are causing some
They request
havoc.
orders.
88's decrewed now. Churchills are healthy again. Panthers taking a little bit longer. He's got a mid truck, but he went for spotting scope, so he doesn't have the vehicle repairs on it. He's trying to kill off his own mid truck. I wonder if it's the tow must be bugged or something on it, right?
Our munitions point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Unfortunate. Pretty rare to see towing bugs these days, I feel, but looks like they can still happen, unfortunately. These Axis big cats now. Starting to get cornered almost, getting pounded from 17 directions. Use the S-mine launcher there. I don't think that was what you was hoping it was going to do.
305mm batteries have
Targeting the
fire
17
coordinates.
pounder.
Danger, close.
Managed to get the cap off. 80 points for the Allies versus 63, but finally the Axis going to drain a few more here. Managed to recrew the 88 with the mid-truck, or mid-half track of Robosoft. Still got the bishops coming into this. And the sapper blob muscling up here. This gets decrewed. Good time for the Black Prince to be coming in. We'll be bringing it up right now. Tries to crew it in front of the Tiger. Black Prince too far back though, missing out on the action here. Need that tank support. Should be up here killing these off, polishing off the... Yeah, here it comes. Polishing off the low health mid trucks and whatnot. Idiot trying to spin around. There's the zeroing artillery, I think. Oh, the Tiger does survive. Churchill's coming in. Oh boy, Black Prince on the edge of the zeroing artillery.
Pack gun and crew, lost.
17 pounder up here. A lot of Panthers extremely low.
We have infantry
Oh, and one of
available,
them's
Commandant.
dead. 34 points left for the Axis. They got smashed in that fighting though. They're down. Oh, even further, right on the edge of max range. Can't even see him. Maybe it was a bishop shot or something. Grazing the Panther. Huge loss. Panther dead as well. So 1961 versus 7481.
25 points remain. Fight to the last
Massive lead for the
man.
Allies now. Axis finally going down. It's gonna go. The game's gonna wind down with a very anticlimactic finish. It looks like. Looks like purple's gone straight up AFK. replay on the
The
fast
day
forward.
is lost, but we will rise again.
So yeah, I think maybe we saw a few too many early game bunkers overall. Like maybe this one covering this mid fuel was okay. But apart from that, yeah, we saw like something like 6 or 7 bunkers up very early on. And yeah, the counters are there available to them. AT guns, Stummel, but we didn't really see them utilized too much. I think the Axis definitely neglecting this bottom VP is way, way too much. Didn't see any action, like for just like one push on the side over the course of 30 minutes. With the Allies, you know, they were down to a very low amount of VPs. Just a couple prods down that side could have made all the difference for them. But yeah, overall, I think a lot of the things we saw in this game, we saw some like crazy tank clashes, but the synchronization between infantry and vehicle pushes wasn't really there. We saw like moves where infantry would go to like one VP, tanks on the other with like no support, or like infantry pushing in, then the tank left behind for like maybe about 20, 30 seconds too late, which sometimes you can get away with, but sometimes, you know, your infantry just gets smashed by something, get forced away, and then the tank is just sitting there doing nothing, can't push in by itself anymore. And synchronization, you know, between like arty and tank pushes. So like a lot of just almost like blind nibbles on last known locations of team weapons. I'm just hoping that they're still there. No vision. And with no like follow-ups from the Panthers. You know, even if you did manage to decrew the team weapon, then what? Most of these team games is like some mid-half track running around, enforcing and recrewing the team weapons. So unless you've got a tank right there to kill it after it gets decrewed, you know, maybe it costs your opponent 100-ish manpower or something. So it's just not that useful. So yeah, that's something that I think most of the players in this game could work on. Maybe the Brit team as well could be using those mid trucks a little bit more. We saw some once the 17-pounder came out, but I think they are quite strong through the middle of this map as well. Maybe a few too many troops left up on the top side here. Don't think the flak feeling moved. I suppose the flak could maybe stay up there, but don't think the machine gun need to be left up here. And that didn't get pushed at all. Definitely need to send a sweeper up there, which one sweeper did come up here at one stage, but didn't actually defuse any of these mines. But yeah. What else? Yeah, the double recon artillery, I think, was really like the starting of the end for the Axis. Just too many planes flying around with too much health for them to get shot down quickly, as we saw like the 88. I think he even put it on AA mode, which speeds up its rotation rate. It just can't track the planes as they fly around it in a circle when it's pretty much directly on top of it. So unless you can tow it away, it's in major trouble. And that, you know, the Axis didn't lose too much, but they didn't fully bounce back from it. And the Allies just kept pushing, kept pushing. The Bishops were definitely a good choice from blue. Once this 88 started to get consistently decrewed, the Axis just couldn't maintain this position anymore. But yeah, GG. Impressive hold from the Axis ultimately. You know, they got low early, they made it a close one, but the Allies prevailing in the end. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like going to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.